Lee Byung-Chull, founder of Samsung, South Korea. Chapter 1. A Humble Beginning. The sun rose over Arirang, South Korea, bathing the village in a golden light. Among the rice paddies and traditional Korean homes, a young boy named Lee Byung-Chull ran joyfully through the fields surrounding his family's house. At 8 years old, Byung-Chull's face was full of curiosity and determination. His eyes sparkled with wonder as he played, his laughter carried by the breeze. His parents, Lee Chang-woo and Park Jae-suk, observed from their traditional house with a tiled roof and wooden beams, reflecting their status in the village. Lee Chang-woo, Byung-Chull's father, was a respected landowner, known for his leadership and fairness in settling village disputes. Park Jae-suk, his mother, was beloved for her kindness and charity, deeply involved in helping the community. Byung-Chull's grandparents were also influential in his life. Lee Jae-sung, his paternal grandfather, was a scholar whose teachings shaped Byung-Chull's values. Kim Sun-hee, his grandmother, imparted traditional Korean stories and wisdom. On his mother's side, Park Min-jae and Choi Hyun-suk contributed to Byung-Chull's understanding of the wider world through their local business and cultural influence. Each morning, Byung-Chull ran through the fields picking wildflowers and chasing butterflies. His dreams extended beyond the village, fueled by his family's teachings of hard work and humility. His parents stressed the importance of diligence over privilege, sharing their own stories of effort and success. Byung-Chull excelled in school, showing a particular knack for mathematics and science. His curiosity extended to books about distant lands and inventors. At 15, he left Arirang for Seoul, the bustling capital. The contrast between his tranquil village and the vibrant city was striking. But Byung-Chull embraced the new opportunities with excitement. In Seoul, he thrived academically and participated in science fairs and debate competitions. His family's support was unwavering, with encouragement from his parents and wisdom from his grandparents. At 18, Byung-Chull went to Waseda University in Japan, a significant step to explore a new culture and gain knowledge. However, World War II cut his studies short. The war's impact on the global economy forced his return to Korea. Back home, Korea was in turmoil, and his family faced many challenges. Despite these difficulties, Byung-Chull remained determined to help rebuild his country. In 1938, he started a small rice mill business, working with local farmers. Though the mill was destroyed by fire, leaving him with nothing, Byung-Chull reflected on his family's support and his own experiences. With renewed determination, he planned his next move, viewing failure as a stepping stone to future success. Chapter 2. The Birth of Samsung. After a devastating fire destroyed his rice mill, Byung-Chull Lee faced profound loss. The mill had been his initial venture into business, and its ruin underscored the uncertainties of entrepreneurship. Yet amidst the ashes, he drew strength from his father's lessons on resilience and his mother's unwavering support. Recalling his grandfather Lee Jae-sung's advice on seizing opportunities and adapting to change, Byung-Chull was inspired to forge a new path. Rebuilding required more than financial resources. It needed creativity and innovation. In early 1938, Byung-Chull shifted from rice milling to launching a trading company. Leveraging his prior business experience and regional connections, he chose Daegu, a commercial hub, for his new venture. He named the company Samsung, meaning 3 stars in Korean, symbolizing strength, greatness, and a bright future. Samsung began as a modest trading company, dealing in dried fish, vegetables, and fruit. Despite its small size, Byung-Chull aimed for Samsung to be known for reliability and quality. He worked tirelessly to build relationships with local farmers and suppliers. Byung-Chull's wife, Kim Mi-suk, played a crucial role in the business. Her expertise in financial management allowed Byung-Chull to focus on expanding the company. Together, they navigated early challenges, managing cash flow and building a customer base. The outbreak of World War II in 1939 brought new difficulties. Trade disruptions and economic instability complicated business operations. Nevertheless, Byung-Chull adapted Samsung's model to the changing market, diversifying the company's offerings and exploring new trade avenues. Despite wartime hardships, Samsung continued to thrive. As the war ended, Korea faced the challenge of rebuilding. Byung-Chull saw this as an opportunity. In the early 1950s, he diversified into textiles, sugar production, and insurance, creating a more versatile enterprise. This strategy proved successful. Byung-Chull's leadership was marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence and innovation. He combined traditional values with forward-thinking strategies, emphasizing teamwork, integrity, and customer satisfaction. These principles became the foundation of Samsung's identity. Samsung's growing influence and Byung-Chull's reputation as a visionary leader were recognized throughout South Korea. His achievements were rooted in his business acumen and ability to inspire others. His children, including his son kun-hee, became actively involved, contributing to Samsung's growth. By the end of the 1950s, Samsung had transformed from a small trading company into a diversified enterprise with a strong market presence. Byung-Chull's vision and determination had laid the groundwork for future success, promising a bright future for Samsung. Chapter 3. Into Electronics. As the 1960s began, South Korea was rapidly transforming. Byung-Chull Lee, a seasoned entrepreneur, saw emerging opportunities. To keep Samsung at the forefront, embracing new technologies was crucial. Byung-Chull had long considered entering the electronics industry. Despite Samsung's inexperience in this field, Byung-Chull's belief in technology's potential guided his decision. In 1969, Samsung Electronics was founded with the aim of becoming a global technology leader. The early days were challenging, with Samsung Electronics facing fierce competition and technological hurdles. Byung-Chull invested heavily in infrastructure, establishing research centers and recruiting engineers. A key challenge was the lack of local expertise, which Byung-Chull addressed by sending engineers abroad for training. Byung-Chull's commitment to technological advancement began to pay off. Samsung Electronics introduced popular products like color televisions and home appliances, distinguishing itself through quality and innovation. Byung-Chull's hands-on leadership was crucial. He frequently visited production facilities and emphasized customer satisfaction. In the late 1970s, Samsung's focus on semiconductors began to pay off, gaining international recognition. Byung-Chull's family, including his son Lee Kun-hee, played a crucial role. Kun-hee's leadership complemented Byung-Chull's vision, driving Samsung to new heights. In the 1980s, Samsung expanded into personal computers, telecommunications, and consumer electronics, establishing a strong global presence. Byung-Chull's commitment to technology and innovation fostered a culture of continuous improvement, reflecting his visionary leadership. Byung-Chull's influence extended beyond Samsung. His leadership was recognized by industry leaders and policymakers, solidifying his role in South Korea's economic development. His legacy was built through Samsung's achievements and impact on the technology sector. Chapter 4: A Global Leap. As the 1970s ended, South Korea emerged from post-war struggles, its economy booming. Byung-Chull Lee saw this as an opportunity to elevate Samsung Electronics. His vision of a global technology leader required bold moves and strategic investments. A key moment came with Byung-Chull's focus on semiconductors. Recognizing their critical role in technology, he heavily invested in semiconductor manufacturing. This move proved transformative for Samsung. In the early 1980s, Samsung began building advanced semiconductor facilities. Byung-Chull knew success demanded cutting-edge technology and significant capital. He assembled a talented team to develop high-quality semiconductor products. The process was complex, involving extensive R&D to create proprietary semiconductor technologies. Byung-Chull's emphasis on innovation led to products that competed with global leaders, giving Samsung a competitive edge. Byung-Chull's commitment to quality was evident in Samsung's operations. Rigorous quality control earned Samsung a reputation for excellence and recognition in international markets. The surge in global demand for semiconductors, driven by the rise of personal computers and electronics, positioned Samsung as a major player. The 1980s also saw Samsung expand into consumer electronics, telecommunications, and home appliances. Driven by R&D and a focus on consumer needs, Samsung's growth was fueled by Byung-Chull's son, Lee Kun-hee, whose innovative ideas and leadership complemented Byung-Chull's vision. Rapid growth brought challenges. Byung-Chull's hands-on approach included visiting facilities worldwide and engaging with employees. Samsung's global leap involved not only technological advancements but also navigating international markets. Byung-Chull and his team built strong global partnerships and promoted Samsung at trade shows and industry events. A significant milestone was Samsung's entry into the international consumer electronics market. The company's products, including televisions and refrigerators, gained global recognition. Samsung's focus on quality and innovation resonated with consumers. Byung-Chull's leadership shaped Samsung's global strategy, emphasizing brand presence and competitive edge. Supported by technological innovation, strategic partnerships, and customer satisfaction, Samsung's global expansion was set for continued success. As the 1980s concluded, Samsung's global presence and reputation for innovation and quality were firmly established. Byung-Chull's journey from a small trading company to a global technology powerhouse was a testament to vision, determination, and leadership. His legacy would inspire Samsung's continued pursuit of technological advancement and global leadership. Chapter 5: The Final Years. By the late 1980s, Samsung had transformed from a modest trading company into a global technology leader. Byung-Chull Lee's vision had propelled Samsung to new heights, cementing its position in the tech industry. Despite this success, his final years were marked by pivotal events that shaped both Samsung's future and his legacy. Byung-Chull remained deeply involved in Samsung's daily operations. His hands-on approach and commitment were evident in the company's growth. As Samsung expanded globally, Byung-Chull continued to drive innovation and strategic direction amid changing technologies and fierce competition. During this period, Samsung's semiconductor division thrived, becoming one of the world's largest. Byung-Chull's investment in advanced technologies established Samsung as a global leader, with its products in high demand worldwide. Samsung also broadened its product range, excelling in consumer electronics, telecommunications, and home appliances. Products like televisions, refrigerators, and mobile phones were celebrated for their quality and innovation, enhancing Samsung's global reputation. Byung-Chull's family was crucial in supporting Samsung's growth. His son, kun-hee, took on increasing responsibilities, aligning his leadership with his father's vision. Kun-hee was instrumental in expanding Samsung's global presence and driving innovation. In 1987, Byung-Chull's passing marked the end of an era for Samsung. His legacy endured through the company's achievements and impact on the technology sector. Byung-Chull's visionary leadership laid the groundwork for Samsung's future success. Lee Kun-hee succeeded Byung-Chull as chairman, continuing to build on his father's legacy. Kun-hee's leadership saw Samsung's global expansion and success in the mobile phone market. The company's smartphones, known for cutting-edge technology and user-friendly features, established Samsung as a major industry player. The 1990s and early 2000s were marked by continued growth. Samsung's international presence and reputation for innovation remained strong. Despite intense competition and economic fluctuations, Byung-Chull's legacy of resilience guided the company. Byung-Chull's impact on Samsung and the tech industry was profound. His vision transformed a small trading company into a global powerhouse. As Samsung entered the new millennium, it stayed at the forefront of technological advancements. Byung-Chull's legacy lived on through Samsung's success and contributions to technology. His final years were a period of reflection, but his enduring influence shaped the company's growth and achievements. Chapter 6. Samsung Today. As the 21st century began, Samsung showcased Byung-Chull Lee's visionary leadership. From its modest start, the company evolved into a global titan renowned for its technological innovations, reflecting Byung-Chull's enduring legacy. Technological Renaissance. In the early 2000s, Samsung spearheaded a technological renaissance with a focus on R&D. Its portfolio grew to include consumer electronics, semiconductors, telecommunications, and digital displays. Samsung Electronics became synonymous with quality, offering advanced products like high-definition TVs, smartphones, tablets, and smart home appliances, embodying Byung-Chull's vision of improving lives worldwide. Samsung's semiconductor division thrived, becoming a top producer of memory chips and processors. Investments in cutting-edge manufacturing and research drove crucial advancements for next-generation devices. global leader in mobile technology. Samsung's dominance in mobile technology was a major 21st century achievement. Its smartphones, known for sleek designs and performance, gained global acclaim. The Galaxy series, including models like the Galaxy S and Note, set new industry standards with high-resolution displays, powerful processors, and advanced camera technology. Samsung's success in mobile tech was driven by its ability to anticipate consumer trends and deliver high-quality devices at competitive prices, capturing a significant share of the global market. Innovations in home appliances and consumer electronics. Beyond mobile tech, Samsung excelled in home appliances and consumer electronics. Smart appliances like refrigerators and washing machines featured advanced technologies, enhancing convenience. Innovations in display technology, such as OLED and QLED, set new benchmarks for visual performance. Samsung's commitment to sustainability was evident in its eco-friendly practices, aligning with its vision of positively impacting society and the environment. Expansion into new horizons. Samsung ventured into emerging technologies like AI, IoT, and 5G. The company developed AI-powered products like smart speakers, enhancing user experiences with intelligent devices. Its IoT solutions improve daily life with connected appliances and home automation. The rollout of 5G technology marked a milestone for Samsung, advancing next-generation connectivity with 5G-enabled devices and network solutions. A legacy of innovation and excellence. Samsung's rise from a small trading company to a global leader reflects Byung-Chull's lasting impact. Guided by his principles, the company remains focused on innovation, sustainability, and global leadership. Samsung's success and influence on technology underscore Byung-Chull's remarkable vision and leadership. Samsung's story is one of transformation and success, carrying forward its founder's legacy and making a positive impact on the world. Now, Chapter 7. The Challenges and Triumphs of the Modern Era. As the 21st century progressed, Samsung faced significant challenges and triumphs that tested its resilience and adaptability. The company's journey through this era was marked by achievements, evolving market dynamics, and the pursuit of excellence in a competitive global landscape. Navigating market challenges. The technology market evolved rapidly, presenting challenges from established players and emerging startups. Samsung responded by focusing on research and development, investing in new technologies, and enhancing its product offerings. Despite the rise of competitors like Huawei and Xiaomi, Samsung's commitment to innovation and high-quality products remained strong. The global semiconductor market faced volatility due to supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions. Samsung adapted by ensuring supply chain stability through strategic partnerships and investments in manufacturing. Innovation and product development. Innovation remained central to Samsung's strategy. The company pushed technological boundaries with groundbreaking products. In smartphones, the Galaxy series introduced foldable displays, 5G, and advanced cameras, setting new design standards with models like the Galaxy Fold and Z Flip. Samsung also led advancements in display technology with OLED and QLED, offering users stunning image clarity and vibrant colors. Investments in AI and machine learning enhanced user experiences with features like personalized recommendations and smart home automation. Global expansion and market leadership. Samsung's global expansion continued successfully. The company focused on local manufacturing and distribution in emerging markets, tailoring products to regional preferences and building strong consumer relationships. Strategic partnerships with industry players and research institutions further extended Samsung's global reach, facilitating new technologies and solutions. Samsung's commitment to sustainability and CSR reinforced its reputation as a responsible corporate citizen. Challenges in the global arena. Despite successes, Samsung faced global challenges, including intellectual property disputes with Apple and geopolitical tensions. These issues impacted operations and required substantial resources for defense and settlements. Trade restrictions and tariffs also affected the supply chain and global trade. Samsung adapted by diversifying its supply chain and exploring new markets. Legacy and future outlook. Samsung remained committed to Byung-Chull legacy of excellence in technology. The company's future focus includes growth and leadership in fields like 6G, quantum computing, and advanced robotics. Byung-Chull vision continues to inspire Samsung's efforts to enhance lives globally. The company remains devoted to innovation, quality, and sustainability, shaping the future of technology while honoring its founder's legacy.